Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Let's Play Final Fantasy VII. It's another replay. Gotta do it again. This stuff got lost in the last one. And this is like the fourth time I've started recording this part. I've started Final Fantasy VII more than any other game I've ever Let's Played, I think. Because either the plan goes horribly wrong, like the first couple times it was going to be like a group play kind of thing. That didn't work out, and then I'd start it and get bored and stop and put it away, or a video would get broken, or something would happen, right? And in the last Let's Play, that happened. But it happened to the point that I didn't need to really concern myself with it too much. It wasn't terrible. It was good enough. Good enough for this game. Good enough for me. I don't care for this game very much. So, there's nothing I can tell you about Final Fantasy VII that I'm sure you don't already know. So this is not going to be, informative, like, did you know, blah, blah, blah. But I'm going to do my best to kind of leave some stuff in that maybe is different, maybe is, you're not familiar with. I don't know how to say it. I'm going to try and keep it interesting. One of the things we're going to do to try and keep it interesting, I'm going to, just like the original Let's Play that got lost to the sands of time when the channel moved, is, I'm going to try and keep it, like, I want 100% the game, basically, as much as I can. That's not like, I'm going to get 99 of every item and blah, 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 but anything that can be accomplished, we will try and accomplish it. Another thing, you may notice, I am emulating this because I have a pretty good emulator I like, and said emulator, called DuckStation, has some really pretty decent cleanup filters for sprites and things like that, so we're using that. So Cloud here's a little more crisp, not quite as blurry on the edges. Some things, it's like background stuff, it doesn't do much with, but characters. So this guy had 2 potions. If you don't get 2 potions from this guy, you can get 2 potions from that guy, or you can get 1 potion from each of them. But there's only 2 potions total. Doesn't matter how you get them, there's just 2. Let's fight a battle. Battle. So we are ex-soldier or Cloud, everybody knows. This guy's gonna hit us with a stick, this guy's gonna shoot us. For some reason, bullets coming out of this gun that it's a machine gun, so they're not like going super fast, but I imagine a bullet should and would hurt more than a sword. Okay. When we get to we'll just go with it. I'll try and keep this paced fairly well. Hello. Soldier, blah, 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 blah. Didn't catch my name because I didn't throw it, kid. Barrett. Thanks for teaching me how to run. So I can already tell, just looking at it, when I did the first Let's Play this, I think I was using MU Hawk as the emulator, which I've decided I don't want to use, because one of the guys that works on it is really a piece of garbage. So Duck Station here, looking much better. The text is very crisp and clean. That's an MP, that's a guard hound. Push the select button, you can see stuff like that. That will be useful later. Dogs in this game all have neck tentacles and no tails. It's just how it goes. We'll do the little tiny bit of like, and this is this, and this is that, a little later. And I will be cutting out any repetitive battles, so try and keep the pacing for the videos up a little bit. And I'm going to try and shoot each video to be about an hour, 45 minutes to an hour long. Also going to try and not talk over dialogue stuff. Hey, like, this kind of thing, fine. We're not having a conversation. Someone's just telling me, I pushed a button. Burp. Yeah. Oh, we have a friend. His name is Barrett. Let's look at stats. Amazing. Wow. Get into that later. That's treasure chest. It's shiny. There's reasons. So, Jason, you don't like this game much. Would you tell us why? Sure, but I won't tell you till after I push this button and we have a little dialogue. Here's the thing. I don't really care much for any of the characters in the game. I think they're mostly they're really like one-dimensional and kind of boring. Two, I don't love the music. There's a couple of pretty decent tracks, but for the most part, I don't love the music. I don't really care for the enemy design. One thing we can do with Barrett, once he gets his attack out, he's got a gun on his arm and Mickey Mouse feet. Everybody in this game has Mickey Mouse feet. Don't really care for the music, don't care for the characters, as I said. Graphically, I think it's fine. Barrett has a long-range weapon, so you can go in the back row. The story is not very good, I don't think. There's some inconsistencies. And as of yet, no battles get in there. That's a mono drive A. That's a first ray. He's in the back row. Means he would take less damage from Cloud's attacks because Cloud is melee, but he will take full damage from Barrett's attack. Barrett being in the back row will mean he takes half physical damage, but still does full physical damage. He's got a ranged weapon. This is Final Fantasy stuff that's been around for a little while, so you don't really need me to get into that too much. That jump animation is a thing I don't like about the game. Because everybody does it. Every time. And it's excessive. There's a semi-interesting story in this game. The game just does a really bad job of telling it. It's another thing. I want want to go left, so I have to push down. Pushing left takes me up. It's just the way the thing works. That's a grunt. That's a sweeper. He has a Mega Man arm. Old gloves. Stuff on him. I guess we can look around the screen. Bottom left is our party. There's a barrier thing that rarely ever comes into play. I don't even know why it's there. I guess they just have real estate to fill. Health magic, that's pretty consistent with everything. Limit is a limit break. As you take physical damage, that gauge will go up. Maxes out, you can do a limit break, and it's a strong attack. Ring time is... When is it your turn next? Other games gave you the ability to pick and choose what of that you saw. This one does not. And it's really done to minimize battle real estate. So it's a design choice. Like, the more stuff you have that isn't the battle, the less battle you have to have. Make sense? We should save. There shouldn't be anything saved on this quote-unquote memory card. I did format it. See? I had to run all the way back here to do another video. It still took me 13 hours to do that one broken video. I'm just gonna save over top of that. Play around with how memory cards work on DuckStation a little more. Any dang way. Yeah, don't love the aesthetic in this game. Materia, we can't do anything with. It would be right there. Materia is what causes magic to happen. We'll get into that a little bit when it's time. So, inconsistencies in the game. That voice that said, watch out, this isn't just a reactor, we will never be told what this is. As far as we know, through the rest of the game, it's just a reactor. This is Guard Scorpion. Him's is a robot. He locks onto a target, then he does things. He attacks the target. Since he's a robot, he doesn't like lightning very much, so you can lightning him. He's gonna do his rifle thingy. That's how rifles work. He also has little tiny hands on the end of his gun arms. See him? Little tiny hands. I don't know what he would do with those little tiny hands, but he's got them. Guard Scorpion has another one or two things he does after he's taken some damage. It's been a somewhat consistent Final Fantasy early boss thing for a while. Might be worth a limit break. It was. This is a limit break. Look at it. Amazing. So if he does this thingy, changes his stance, you attack him when he's doing this, attack when the tail's up, it'll counterattack. I should probably slow that down just a little bit. Nice RPG boss thing where you just have to wait. Final Fantasy IV did it. I think Final Fantasy III had a boss that did it. 5 I'm sure does. 6 for sure does. It's usually an early game boss, like Welk in Final Fantasy VI and the Mist Dragon in Final Fantasy IV. You don't have to use Bolt, but Bolt does more damage, so it'll get this over with quicker. Barrett limit break. I was gonna say, that should be pretty close. Guard Scorpion, 800 hit points. I probably should have mentioned this before. Weak to lightning, nullifies poison and gravity. He's weak to slow and stop. None of that, which you will have by this point, unless you're cheating. If somebody's dead in the battle, when we get that warning about the tail, it will change. We will. We'll get out of here, but before that, 10 minutes is plenty of time. Barrett, his new gun. We'll get into that slot thing in a minute. Oh, yeah. Battle message. Alright. 10 minutes is plenty of time. Depending on... Well, I'll get more into that later. Those edits come out. We're at a section in the game now where the music doesn't change between battle and not. For dramatic purposes, I guess. So. Alright, you look stuck. Sure you do the big put your back into it jump. Get your Mickey Mouse shoes out of there. And look, I realize very early PlayStation game, graphics aren't going to be spectacular. I'm not judging them now. I thought it was even pretty crummy back then. The in-battle graphics are fine. They look pretty good. Just, there's a lot in this game that I look at. No, that's kind of gross. Some of it looks fine. Some of it doesn't. I take issue with the idea that this is the best Final Fantasy game. I know that's the thing a lot of people say. I disagree with it. And I think a lot of people have said that. And I honestly think for a lot of people this was the first Final Fantasy game they played or that they beat. So that's why. Anyway. Guess we better save it till we get back to the hideout. Nice of us to get our health and everything topped up. Excuse me. In this situation, decisions we make will have an impact on what happens in the game later. So I don't care what we get. We're going to be seeing all of them anyway, so. Buy a flower. I remember you from the introductory cutscene. Is it worth talking to everybody? No, not really. Item. You gotta say. Excuse me. Now, this screen. Want to get some extra money and stuff? Now's a good time to do it. If we don't answer, whatever we left the cursor on is what we'll be forced to do. Find as many of these as you want, they'll just keep coming. It's not a lot of extra money, but it's a little bit. I tell you, if you want to start doing like the 99 of every item thing, which I know people do, you're gonna want a lot of money. Talking about that little cutscene we just saw real quick. There's like 3 different types of cutscene in the game. There's this kind, there's the kind we just saw, and there's a third kind we'll see later. Yeah. I guess that's something. It's just kind of weird. Anyway, talkie time, I'll shut up. These eyes are just a little bit red here. Made the paper already, huh? Well, we could do that, or we could go this way. So this is the train graveyard, and over here, we can fight some enemies. Hopefully not get wrecked while we're doing it. You need to get some quick cash together. Over on the screen we're on, over on this screen, we can fight some enemies that will drop ethers. Ethers sell for 750 gil a piece, which is a ton of money this time. I want to find one. We can kind of go explore, but we can't go very far. Basically, these trains are all screwed up, so. Come on, game. these guys. We fought these guys before. These are mono drives. And they will sometimes drop an ether. Sometimes. I don't know what they are. I don't know if they're plants. I don't know if they're robots. Animal, mineral, vegetable. Who the hell knows? Yeah, if you want to get some early money, fight some of them. So, just throwing that out there. Especially if you want to do this, you know. I know a lot of people do, like, I want all the everythings. They play games, so. Need to get some money together, that's a good way to do it. That way, can't go that way. No, what? No, what? Oh, that's totally true. Anyway, so this is a bar. It's called Seventh Heaven. You can tell by the way it says Texas on the sign. And here drinking his 2-liter Mountain Dew. They can just jump, but we can't jump. So the sign outside says Texas. I think the welcome mat says Tyler. Totally Seventh Heaven. All the Mountain Dew you can eat and drink. Nard, Mountain Dew, Cold Red. Code Red, excuse me. I don't drink it. Anyway, alright, I'll shut up. You Told you the writing was goofy. We went from, this is all you're paying me, to, well, I guess you're hired then. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? It's goofy. It's goofy. Okay, I didn't do the in-game tutorial because it takes forever. So here's the way materia works. Every weapon, well, not every weapon, almost every weapon and piece of armor has these. These are slots. And in each slot you can put materia. Putting in materia will give you the ability listed. So this lets us cast lightning magic, this lets us cast ice, that's restoration magic. Down there in the bottom left, it's the abilities you get from equipping this materia. You see the stars. As you gain AP, you level up the materia, which gives you more abilities. So restore right now is just cure, but level it up to 2 stars, it's cure 2, then regen at 3 and cure 3 at 4, etc., etc. The amount of AP each materia currently has, plus how much to the next level, is right under the stars, and then under that is what happens to your stats should you equip said materia. Magic materia like this, which is green, usually is going to drop your strength and increase your magic. Important stuff to keep in mind. The weapon guy had something for us. We've never spoken to the weapon guy, ever, which is fine. We sell, we buy. You a customer? Sure am. You can buy some extra if you want. Buy 1 fire and 1 restore. Give Barrett fire. Weapon guy. Grenades, 1-time use. I don't care. Assault gun. Barrett. Everybody uses the same equipment in this game. There is no... They have drastically simplified equipment from the last few games. So everybody gets 1 weapon, 1 piece of armor, 1 accessory. That's it. Done. Whereas Final Fantasy IV, you had right hand, left hand, head, body, and arms. Final Fantasy VI, you had basically full complement plus 2 accessories. That's how this game works. So we're gonna buy 3 of these since everybody can use 1. So it has 1 slot and that says growth normal. That means for every 1 AP you gain after battle, you gain 1 AP to the materia that's equipped in this slot. That's the thing, has to be equipped. So I'm going to give you lightning there, restore there. See how these two have this little link together? We'll get into that here in just a minute. Tifa. Physically the weakest, dexterity is the same, least vital, least magical, least spiritual, least lucky, which is also 2 or 3 levels behind everybody else. Yeah. This guy, you'll forget about it. Ooh, Who will forget about what? Remember the beginner's hall from some of the other games? Well, here's the beginner's hall in this game. This, it's an all materia. This, treasure chest with an ether in it. Boxes, bags, anything that shimmers is usable. We don't need to talk to those people, they're just going to tell you about playing the game. So we picked up an all materia. What that does, all effects on parried magic. So these are linked together. If I put all there, that means lightning will hit all targets. Also works well with restore, but we're gonna sit with that. Another thing we can do while we're here. Very top, this itty bitty room, which is much bigger on the inside. There's our inn. Yeah, 10 gold, 10 gil, sorry. But not there. That's it. It's a thing. There's a thing. Or is that in the other room? Might be in the other thing. So if you need money, which you shouldn't, you can still run to the train graveyard and fight. Maybe grab some ethers to sell. Not a big deal. That's really it for items in this section. There's the ether we picked up, the all materia, and the money from Barrett. We are childhood friend. That's who he's talking about. He's making fun of us. Because reasons. There, save point should you need it. Can't go that way because these dudes are in the way. We're supposed to get on the train. You know. That's the plan. I don't want to get on the train. I want to go and fight. We're going to fight one battle with everybody. Just to do it. And then we'll call it an episode there. That's a pretty good episode stopping point. It's a new gun, decent damage. Tifa just with the most uninspired little kick to the shin. Yeah. So now you know about that. I guess if you want, you know, if you're playing along, go and get yourself some extra healing and whatever, should you feel you need it. So you can sell those, but I ain't gonna worry about it right now. So, let's pop over to the save point. We'll save, call us an episode. And next time we've got another reactor to go hit, because we're just moving real fast, I guess. Because it was... The way time passes in the game is confusing. You know, like, this is just tomorrow, right? We started the game yesterday. It is now today. We've already done one act of terrorism. We're gonna do another one. We're ambitious, if nothing else, I guess. See you next time.